Hi everyone, I'm off for Thors and it's time to play some Pauper Magic on MTG Arena. We're playing the Pauper deck. I'm sure you've seen, or hopefully you've seen, the tech deck, which I have on my YouTube channel. If you haven't, go take a look. That'll give you an idea of what the deck is and does. And yeah, let's go into game one. I'll try this hand. It's a bit do nothing, but oh, against mono red. That's the worst. Well, play Woodland Stream. Oh, red white. Right, they're gonna go in for two. We're going to play an island and yeah, I'll play the Jade Bearer. Play a mountain. Cartouche Zeal, so we unsummon this Fanatic 5 round, which basically gets rid of the Cartouche Zeal. They can replay the Fanatic 5 round, sure. They attack, they decide not to attack, or maybe they will attack. Well, that's one way to really freak out your aggressive opponent. It's just play a 1-1. Play Tishana's Wayfinder. If they really want to, they can crack these in response to this trigger so it doesn't become a free-free. River Herald's Boon, Library. But they do not. No attacks. Plains for my opponent. And Star Crown Stag. Sure. Let's play an island. No attacks. We've got a couple of options here. We're going to play a Dauntless Agent. Let's unsummon the other Firebrand. They're going to be like, what? Then River Herald's Boon. Make this a 3-3. Yeah, I didn't think so. Play Jungle Bomb Pioneer. Yeah, I don't want more. Attack for free. Are you gonna take it? Play Plains and Tarkrop Elite. They got a lot of flies. And a Fnatic 5 round. Not a great card at the moment. Oh, it's gonna pass. Nice. Play Mistcloak Herald. Good combat. Attack with a 3-3. They're gonna take it. Alright, pass turn. So if they exert this, all their creatures get +1/+1. So let's Crashing Tide. Put this back in their hand. We draw an island. They're gonna get in the air. A little bit of Seed of Vigilance. Play the Tarkrop Elite. Let's attack 4/4. like itching. But play water trap, weaver. Tap down the tar crop elite and pass turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. That's nice. Yep. Come on, draw something good. Jade Bear is not bad. Jade Bear is not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can put it on here. And then just attack 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gonna eat that. It's fine, that's still gonna die. Yep. Oh yes. Oh yes. Good. They're trading off that tower copper late, and now we should be winning. They can, yeah, they can crack the Fanatic Firebrand, get rid of the Mistcloak Herald. Oh no, they're just gonna do the damage to us, but we don't die. Like, you could just kill the creature. But we've got a blocker. Well, we don't really because it's stack on stack. But like, we don't die. That's the thing. They're gonna Flame Lash that, and they're gonna scoop it up. Oh right, that's how we do it. All right, game 1 down. Let's go to game 2. Alright, game 2, we are on the draw. Let's have a look at our hand, see if we need to send it back. In a moment, just see what my point does first. And yeah, we're going to send that back. I will reluctantly keep this and reward it. Say hello. Play Woodland Stream, say go. And Rat only deck. Well, Jungleborn Pioneer, I've played against this deck before, and I'm telling you, Jungleborn Pioneer is one of the greatest cards against a Rat only deck. Because when you're able to make, like, a lot of creatures, being able to just block these Rat colonies is just so good. Like, they attack here, we block the Jade Bearer. So a land here would be very nice and rewarded. So we can get him for 2, play a Jungleborn Pioneer, and it's a 2 for 1, you know, so our opponent has not really to do that. Do that so easily. Play a Rat colony, sure. Let's block. So land. Play Jade Guardian. Put a counter on the Jade Guardian. Get him for 2. We play another Rat colony. Attack. Block with the Jungleborn Pioneer. Play Tishana's Wayfinder. We get another land, and we play the Armdor for the Shaper's Apprentice. Attack 4, 5. They can't block the Mistcloak Herald. They go to 11. Play a land. Play a Rat colony, sure. Play a Rat colony, sure. We block. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Boop, boop. they are heavily incentivized to block it. And when your rat colony opponent is having to block, that's when you know you're probably winning. Not necessarily. They can do some stuff, but I mean they're getting for 3 here. We're getting for 4. It looks like they have a removal spell. Oh my! I should have played Jungle Bomb Pioneer because if they kill a Mystical Carol, oh, never mind. Rewarded. I was like, I should have played that because they kill the Mystical Carol, then the Shaper Apprentice is not flying and they can just block it. And that's more or less game. I'm gonna costly plunder for two rats, but that's not gonna do it unless you've got a removal spell. Yeah, you're totally dead. Scoop it up. Yeah, this deck can do really well against the rats deck because of the Jungle Bomb Pioneers. Like when they play a creature and you play 2 creatures at once with a single card, and you just go cool, trade, and keep 1 or 2 creatures just attacking and attacking and attacking, and also just getting bigger. Like really, what I should have done when I played the hexproofer is just put a counter on one of the unblockable creatures, or one of the evasive creatures, I should really say. But it still worked out quite fine. I mean, I'll try it. I just want to land, and then I'm going to feel good. The Shiner's Wayfinder on turn 3 would be beautiful. Although, depending on what my opponent played, it could be that I want a Jungle Bomb player turn 3 instead. Island and Gearsmith Prodigy. Alright. Okay, there we go. Never doubted it. Play Island. There you go. I might benefit from the go wide against. Guessing this is probably one of blue artifacts, which I've got to be a little bit careful. I don't have any evasive creatures. Oh, is it? Yeah. Play a Reckless Fireweaver. Sure. Well, they're going to get in for 1. We're going to unsummon the Reckless Fireweaver. We take 1. There's a Shaper's Apprentice. Do I want the Shaper's Apprentice now? And then I can start attacking him with it? Yeah, I think so. And keep up dive down for it. Next turn I can play another Merfolk and then bam, go off live. Okay, so they play another island, and they're going to. What are they going to do? Play Inventor's Goggles. Sure. They can equip, make this a 3/4. They decide instead to play the Ether Chaser. Put the goggles on the Ether Chaser for free. Yeah, it makes sense. It becomes a 3/3. With First Strike. They're going to attack. We're going to block. And use Dive Down to make this a 2/4. Eat that. Right, we draw Water Trap Weaver. Oh, this is what I want actually. Water Trap Weaver. Tap down the Ether Chaser. Get in for 2 in the air. If they go like Reckless Fireweaver, go, and if I'm able to go Jade Guardian, put a count on this Water Trap Weaver, attack. That's gonna feel good. Although to be fair, they can. Actually, they'll move around the Inventor's Goggles, so. Play Ether Swooper. Oh no. Oh no. That is flying. It actually beats my plan. Alright. I know what I want to draw now. I was thinking about that. No, let's Wayfinder. Jet an Island. Alright, yeah, let's unsummon. Put the suitor back in hand. Attack 4/4. They're going to replay the swooper. Sure. Yeah, these don't block very well, so they do get to attack with a Teeth Chaser. First strike. Yeah, get a 1/1. No blocks. Maybe I want Artifact here in this deck, but I don't think I do. Oh, you got a removal spell like a Welding Sparks here? Or just a shot? Alright. I still think you should go for the flyer, but sure. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep going. Crashing Tide. Get a lad. Attack. 4. My point 10. They play Eva Swooper. Get even more energy, regoggles. Yeah, that's the thing, they are getting a lot of energy, so it's it's one of the it's a tempo play. And they're gonna play the Reckless Fireweaver. Might as well start getting some triggers. I think a very nice draw would be something like a River Herald's Boom, because that would allow me to attack with a Shaper's Apprentice. Thank you, gods. Yeah, make it a 4/3. Just beat that thing down and then go wide. If they don't get another flyer, we can actually make this a 5/4 and then just play 2-turn clock. And then just hope they don't have Welding Sparks. But if they have a removal spell for this, then fair enough. Inventor's Goggles is not a removal spell. You take a bit of damage. Ether Chaser, a bit more energy, a bit more pizzazz. They can make this thing a big, big boy, but they decide not to make it that big. They want to put goggles on this other Ether Chaser. Do we take? Oh, okay. This is an odd attack. So we can go like this, and then we never have to worry about the Reckless Fireweaver again. I mean, we take a bit of damage doing this, but not that much. Play Jade Guardian, put a counter on the Shaper Apprentice. Attack in the air. And you gotta find a way out of this, opponent. Because I can be happily in Chummy McJump mode. Jump, jump, block. And they scoop it up. Alright. Alright. We got there. That was a bit close, but never doubted it, never doubted it. Alright, we are 3-0, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yeah, just gonna keep going. Hopefully we can get the 5-0. I mean, to be fair, 3 wins is basically good enough. One of the problems with it, well, I say one of the problems. One of the things with the quick play style thing on this is there's no sideboarding. I'll keep this. I'll definitely keep this. It also means that like mulligans feel much worse. And are we against mono red? No, if we are, they're not doing much. We're just going to start off with a Mistcloak Herald and go from there. You just straight up removal spell for this, or are you just wondering? So next turn we can Woodland Stream Mistcloak Herald. They play a Nimbleblade Penrush. sure. I'm not really bothered with that. Woodland Stream, Mistcloak Herald. Get in for 1. And yeah, we can Water Trap Weaver next turn, or we can River Herald Spoon. We'll see how we feel. We'll see how we feel. Kind of want to get this Jade Guardian down as quickly as possible because I feel like there's going to be a fair amount of removals like coming toward a lot of my creatures, especially if they're playing the prowess-based creatures. I'm not going to block, am I? And then they're going to do it. Which is fine, but yeah, that took them a while to decide that they wanted to shock there, but makes sense. Ooh. Yeah, let's attack. So I want to wait my point. I'd be untapped or be like shocking this Mistcloak Herald before I River Herald Spoon it. Play a mountain. It's not hexproof, but it'll do. I mean, even if they have to put more stuff in this, it's not the end of the world. Shivan Fire number 2, yep. So they can get him for free, but then we just play a Jade Guardian. And it's just like, okay. Oh, especially if you have a play here. No, they don't. Right. Actually, I could Water Trap Weaver and Mistcloak Herald. Actually like that a lot better. Play Water Trap Weaver, tap down this Nimbleblit Kenra for an extra turn. Play Mistcloak Herald, say go. They play a land, and it's like, well, removal here. Well, you get your whiz and your prowess triggers. Oh, and another Jade Guardian. Oh, this is looking good. Get him for free, and yeah, just play Jade Guardian. Free hexproof it. See what they got. I think if they attack, I'm going to take the hit this turn. Oh wow, they don't even attack. That's fantastic. Get in with the Mistcloak Herald. And pass. Just keep up River Herald Boon, I think. They play a Pyromantic Pilgrim, sure. Well, let's just make this Jade Guardian a 5/5. Attack 4/1 and play a Jade Guardian. Make it a 3/3. Say go. Yeah, it's like now you're not getting past this 5/5. Just get in for one. Play a jungle bomb pioneer. And then next turn, I think we can just... Can we lethal? I don't know. Well, we block this. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Can't lethal. That's an odd choice in their deck. But sure. You know, it's like, you block an additional creature to combat. Okay. Let's Water Trap Weaver. Tap down the Nimble Blade, Kenra. Attack, 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 attack. This can block an additional creature to combat, actually. This is a bit annoying. They can actually block, block, and then block. And that does actually get rid of all of them. Ugh. Yeah, very rarely see the ability to block an additional creature each combat. Yeah, they're doing it quite well. Very rarely see that. Oh, they're going to go to 9. 3, 4, 5, 9, 11, 13. We attack 3, 5, 7, 8. They can go to 1 if they just have this Pyromantic Pilgrim. So they Blazing Volley, which kills 1 creature. Unless they Blazing Volley again and again, then we're kind of alright. Keldon Overseer, well that doesn't do it. Oh, they're just going to attack for 6, alright. That gives us lethal. Three, 5, 8. Yeah, I think it's lethal. Yes, but you still die. You understand? No, yeah. And then we still get them. They got -1. Alright, that's an interesting build of mono red. I just don't know why you want a creature that blocks additional times. Like, oh, that's its thing. It blocks. It wouldn't seem like it. And you know, the prowess creature, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that prowess creature. But that's my personal opinion. All right, we're on to the finals, aren't we? Are we 4-0? Well, we've even got a chance after this. So we're on the draw, and this hand is actually all right. We want a few things to make it good, but we have a turn 1 play and a nice turn 1 play, a nice turn 2 play, and if we can draw a land, a nice turn. Oh, Cyclist Strike with Rinder. That's when you know you'd like, gonna be seeing a lot of counter spells, maybe. Let's attack. I actually just want to play this Woodland Stream and then say go. Keep up a dive down. Keep up a dive down. Island. And... oh, catch him off. Oh, damn. Come on, catch me off guard. Oh, let's attack. Play Shaper Apprentice. You gonna get scattered? Countervailing wins. Well, I can't pay that. That's annoying. Actually, that's nice. I didn't even think about countervailing wins being a... Well, actually, is it? I mean, you could just play cancel. They're free cards, don't they? Alright. Well, let's attack. Play Mistcloak Herald. And pass. We got a Crashing Tide. Not a bad card. They're gonna blink of an eye. Okay, it's fine by me. They do get to draw a card. I could have Crashing Tide in response so they wouldn't draw a card there. Just like, haha, but eh. They might actually play something here. Oh, they don't. Of course not. Get in for one. Play a Mistcloak Herald. Pass the turn. Moment of Cravings. Let's Crashing Tide draw a card maybe? I think could have a counterspell here, but not the end of the world if they do. Cycle. Gotta find that negate. Gotta find that negate. Cycle again. Now you just cycle for laugh. Anyway, we do draw a card, which is nice. Which is a Woodland Stream. A rare and impressive card. Okay, they're gonna play Swamp. They are close to just being able to play a Swipe with Reminder, and I'm just gonna remember that. Just remember, they could just do it. Get a nice 6/6. Is it 6/6? It's a 5/5. Oh, thank goodness. But still, it has hexproof. I mean, we've got hexproofy things. So I'm gonna Lich's Caress. Oh, thank you, opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Play Jade Guardian. Put a counter on the Jade Guardian. Play Mistcloak Herald. Lich's Caress this Jade Guardian. Oh, hexproof. It's so dirty sometimes, but it's great. They're gonna play an Evolving Wild, sure. Thin their deck a bit. Get an island. Gonna play Salvager of Secrets. Sure, they're gonna get back something. I'm not even sure what you want to get. We go for the countervailing winds. Alright, well let's play Jade Bearer. Play Jade Guardian. And let's Voltron. It's like, cool, here's a 5/5. That's the same as your Strike Witherwinder, and mine just gets bigger and bigger the more I play. Academy Great kicked. It's still just a 4/4. There's a Water Trap Weaver. Let's Water Trap Weaver, tap down the Academy Drake, play Jungleborn Pioneer whilst they don't have counter mana up. Good combat, attack, attack, attack. And they're like, whoa, reluctantly block. It's like, cool, you're at 7 and you're dead. Like, I mean, you're just dead. Surely? Like, I don't know what, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 creatures. They're going to Fungal Infection. Alright, that helps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are they going to kick another Academy Drake? No, they're going to play a salvager of secrets. All right, okay. So we're not out of this just yet. Okay, another fungal infection, yeah. Oh, because they just repicked the same one. Yeah, makes sense. Ugh. Well, I might as well go for it. Might as well go for it. Block. Block. And then block. Right, they still take... they still go down to 5. And we've still got a 5/5. So as long as they don't play a creature here, we're actually in a good position, because they kind of have to chump. And if we draw anything, that will... Well... Oh, now, if we draw anything... If they have another creature, then... Oh, they don't. Oh, this is so good. Oh, we don't draw. I was like, if we draw anything that allows us to put that back in hand. Alright, opponent. You've got to basically run hot on creatures. Dark bargain. Okay, you got 3. Oh, hexproof is just dirty. So good. And yeah, we just attack. Like, they can't have anything, can they? They could cycle the strike with Winder, which would have traded. Would have traded if they just... And there you go. We did it with 5-0. I think. I'm saying this and I don't remember. It's been a long day. I mean, that's a win. And yeah, we 5-0'd. We did it. 600 gold. So we made 100 gold. It's not a lot, but it'll do. We got a Ranging Raptors. Nice card. I think it's probably going to get better after rotation. And 0 with eyes open, which alas is rotating. Well, I'm pretty happy with that performance. I actually did better than my original recording, where I went 3-2 and felt pretty good. That's why at a certain point when I got to 3 wins, I said I'd be happy there. But 5-0, cannot complain. It's not the first time I've got 5 wins with this deck. I 5-0, I think 2 more times, and I've 5-1 3 more times in testing when I was building and making a few... Well, I went to make a few changes and I just couldn't really make any. I think I made a minor change to the land distribution, and that's really it. So here I've sort of lined out the deck parts in sort of how I see some of the cards. You'll see that there's the Tashan's Wayfinder, which is just on its own there, which is literally just, it's a Merfolk, which is a 2/2 or a 3/3. It's a value card. Everything else has some other sort of piece, but that card, I think it's still super important. I'm not trying to knock down Tashan's Wayfinder. I think you've seen the importance of it in the decks, being able to find lands at the right time, or being able to filter what's on top of our library, or even a point where we sometimes that can sometimes go back on you because you do let your opponent see what's happening, but I think it's still very important. So we'll start on the left. We've got our evasion creatures. We've got our Mistcloaked Herald, which is unblockable, which can just keep on getting in damage as long as it's not going to be hit by removal. And then we've got the Shaper Apprentice, which, if they haven't got any flyers, basically is exactly the same as the Mistcloaked Herald. And we almost always have more than one Merfolk on the battlefield, so it's basically just gonna always have flying, which is fantastic. Moving on to the next one, sort of our combat tricksy style slash, being able to grow our creatures. We've got the Jade Bearer, which is going to come in and just going to be able to put a counter on any other Merfolk we've got, any other creature as far as we're concerned. We've got the Dive Down, which not only can be a combat trick because increasing toughness means that what seemed like a good block for my opponent because it was a good trade, all of a sudden it's just become a chump, and they weren't necessarily expecting that. It also, of course, gives hexproof, which is a great way to be able to dodge the removal that can get rid of our Mistcloaked Heralds and Shaper Apprentices, just basically counter it, as it's not a legal target anymore. And we got the River Herald's Boon, and River Herald's Boon really good. Sometimes it's simply just for getting in that extra bit of damage when you need to. Other times, again, I like to think of the Merfolk deck as if, regardless of what's happening, you're always in control of the combat steps. So it doesn't matter if you're attacking or blocking, you practically have a control over blocking order. Because generally speaking, a lot of our creatures have more or less the same stats, at least the ones that you can block. or we want to block with, what River Herald's boon allows us to do is just change the maths just a little bit. So then all of the attacks that we have and all the blocks that our opponents can have, or all the blocks that we make against our opponent's creatures which we're attacking, are basically always in our favour. And that also works with some other pieces, again, like the dive down, and also like things like unsummon and crashing tide. When people try to make double blocks and you go, actually, not going to work as well as you think, but we'll get onto that in a bit. So yeah, again, Tashan's Wayfinder, just a really good card. I think it is a really important card in the deck, even though it doesn't exactly seem to have the same synergies and everything else. Then we've got our hexproof, our bogles, as it were, bogles, or whatever you want to call them. The Jungleborn Pioneer itself isn't, it's just a 2/2, but it creates a 1/1 with hexproof, and that's really important. It's a way of being able, it gives us a creature we can put tokens on and not worry about removal. And the Jade Guardian is exactly the same. It's a 2/2 hexproofer, and it also has the advantage of being able to put a counter on itself or something else. We're in a position where we don't feel like removal's something that we have to worry about. Probably want to put it on the unblockable stuff. Sometimes we want to put it on even something like a Tasha's Wayfinder, just so if our opponent has, say, 4/4s, we have 4/4s, or if they have 3/3s and we have 3/3s, if the Tasha's Wayfinder is for a 2/2 or a 3/3 at the time. But again, it's another place we can just put these counters on and safely. And that's the important part, because we're not just doing, we're not just going +2/+2 until end of turn. We're putting counters on, and that's why some of our things aren't quite as good as some of the other combat tricks that you might see when you're drafting, because they sit around. And being able to put them on a creature which you know is going to stick around for ages just ups the value of these cards significantly. And then you've got Unsummon and Crashing Tide, which are basically the same card as far as we're concerned. Just Crashing Tide also says pay 2 mana, draw a card, which we have to do. As I said, we almost always have a Merfolk on the battlefield, so it being a sorcery is basically irrelevant. It's always going to have flash. Being able to draw a card is extremely powerful. I mean, you see it in formats, like you see it in standard, being able to have enough cards in your hand, and also in things like modern. If you look at some of the differences in play strategies, say from standard, but that's not too important here. And yeah, again, Unsummon, just a super cheap way, being able to do things like basically use it as land destruction almost against Llanowar Elves decks, where you're just putting the Llanowar Elf back in hand, or putting the 2 mana one, which I always forget the name of, back in hand. Being able to reset creatures which have things on, like for example tokens, not tokens, sorry. Being able to with counters or auras, and of course these are removal spells against tokens. So if that's what we're going against, we could just lift a token, you put it back in your hand, it just goes away forever. We've also got the Water Trap Weaver, which is a similar effect, but not quite the same. Sometimes it's more powerful. Comes in, taps down a creature. That creature isn't going to untap. So if you tap down, that means that you can get in an attack. Your opponent goes to their next turn, it doesn't untap. So the effect happens again. Unlike, say, Unsummon, where if you unsummon a big creature, they can just replay it again, and you got to worry about it. Water Trap Weaver can give you 2 turns, not just the one. When you're on the defensive, it's more like just the 1 turn, but still very good. And you also got the lands, islands, forests, and woodland streams. I didn't think there was too much of a reason to get any more complicated than that. But yeah, that's the deck. You saw the gameplay. I've got a better video than this talking about the deck, which you can go and watch if you haven't already. Again, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have any suggestions, if you want to, maybe you want to tell me about what you did for the Pauper event, what kind of decks you enjoyed playing. And yeah, so again, subscribe, like if that's your jam, and I'll catch you next time.